Welcome. This presentation is on the trending technology extended reality. I am Jasper Binion. I'll be your presenter. As we move slide to slide, I'll briefly pause so that you can stop the presentation and read the content at your own pace. For simplicity's sake, extended reality or XR is actually an umbrella term used to reference virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality, all in one. Virtual reality references the full simulation of a different environment around the user. Augmented reality, on the other hand, is the layering of simulation onto physical realities and details around the user. And mixed reality is a blend of these two concepts, letting them interact with each other. Extended reality has been around for quite some time, or at least the concept of it has. It may surprise you, but it actually started as brain tricks that encouraged the brain to process 2D images as 3D images. Since then, it has been slugging its way forward until around the 2000s when it finally started gaining steam, becoming a more desired and exciting concept that enticed the masses and drew in larger developers. While the application may seem extremely one dimensional in popular media, it's not all about gaming. Extended reality has actually been slowly applied to many different fields, including that of the professional industry, in which people will simulate products and designs, saving time and money. We also see it growing in the learning industry, simulated surgical procedures for health students needing experience without the immediate cost and pressures of an actual life in novice hands. And yes, the entertainment industry, ranging from tourism across the world for people who cannot travel, to video games, to simulated social spaces for people who have no public areas to meet at. As with most things, there are disadvantages and advantages. In terms of positives, extended reality provides a source for interactive learning, which is letting students experience hands on or in person situations without the fuss of travel or danger. Additionally, there is the discussion of equalizing spaces. For those who can experience extended reality, there may be the unification of groups which may have never originally been able to meet, be it to physical or mental disadvantages. Third, there's a large range of experiences. As previously stated, the creative usage of extended reality is immense and still expanding, utilizing both reality and fantasy to engage with people, their minds, and their senses. Now, in terms of negatives, it has its fair share, such as increased isolation. As much as extended reality may introduce new people to each other, it is still limited in its ability to truly connect people. Just because it's social doesn't mean it's fulfilling to everyone. People may disconnect from their physical reality to escape to a simulated one. There are also physical health triggers. People can suffer motion sickness, disorientation, nausea, and confusion. It is a lot of stimuli being introduced to the user, thus, everyone's experiences will be different, especially if their brain struggles to identify the simulated from the real. Finally, there is unequal access to such technology. Because it is still in a fairly big boom and developing at such a rapid pace, not everyone can afford to have the newest and most updated model, or any model. As such, this sets an automatic exclusion of individuals from the user population. This may isolate people socially. Based on this trend, the research going into it, and how people are discussing it, there are a few future implications that I believe may be showing. First, cost decreases. While the newest models will likely always be at an above average cost, as the technology becomes more intricate, different models will be produced, creating a wide selection that ranges in price. This seems to happen universally with items if there is no monopoly. Then there's integration. It seems likely, based on the current discussion and past studies, that extended reality integration into educational and social spheres are likely. People discuss the concept of augmented reality in everyday life via visual enhancers, while the educational arena is always looking for innovative and engaging ways to teach students new and old concepts alike. Next, furthered hardware developments. With concepts, software, and demands come innovation and exploratory hardware. We have already seen a turn towards hardware to aid in simulating environments such as walking pads, and a want for wireless devices to allow the user more freedom for movement. Adaptation and desensitization. With good comes bad, as previously said. While this may be helpful in the concept of therapies, it can also be a huge drawback on something people are already discussing as an issue, desensitization. Depending on the content being consumed in extended reality, something that is supposed to stimulate to the user and their minded experience, something terrifying or traumatic could be made into an everyday experience. On a lighter note, there is the prospect of cultural expression and expansion. Extended reality allows for the spreading of information, but also experiences from different people and locations, such as celebrations, interactions, and situations, and so on. It may give take a step in my shoes a whole new meaning if used in a respectful context. It wouldn't be right to not include my own conclusion in association with this topic. I am an early majority when it comes to extended reality, meaning that I was more cautious than innovators and excited adapters, but after seeing the benefits and drawbacks that could be concluded at the time, I was able to make a mostly educated decision on whether or not I wanted to interact with the technology, and I did. Previous to this presentation, I have interacted with virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality in various ways, the two main ones being through gaming and education. As for my plans for the future, yes, I do plan to continue to use it ethically and to the best of my abilities. I believe that the technology and its concepts are progressive and can be productive, all while still being refined. These are my references. Finally, here is my process for this presentation. I considered current trends as that would make for relevant content, indulged in researching online for what I could about extended reality and its facets, worked on a fluid and cohesive design for the presentation, considered, noted, and inserted relevant information to the topic, then finally created and recorded. Thank you for your time.